On this video, we're gonna talk about the importance of storytelling. What? On this video, we're gonna break down how you should not be pushy with the way you market, the importance of storytelling, and my friend John Keith will give you some insight on his vlogging techniques.
Indy Jones, back with a trendy flow. I'm still trying to find my voice in this here scenario. Here we go.
The ability to know your story and tell your story on a macro level and in a micro sense is huge in today's climate where people are naturally kind of pushed off from pushy marketing. By pushy marketing, I mean just basic promotion. Hey, listen to my song. Hey, check out my video. Hey, do this favor for me. And I think we see a lot of that, but storytelling is a great way to switch that up and pull people in. And so John Keith, we got an album coming out for him called Lost Boys, February 28th. It's super dope. We just finished it, sent it off to mastering. But he's been doing something for the past couple months, right on your iPhone, editing on your iPhone. You grew your YouTube subscribers from nothing, no collabs, no shout outs, from nothing to 400 subscribers. And you've been doing a good job of telling micro stories and sharing little tidbits of your life. And it's literally called Get to Know Me. Explain the philosophy behind that and explain just why you started doing it.
I personally always enjoy looking at the behind the scenes of how a song came together with artists, behind the scenes of, like tour life and like shows and whatever it is, or even honestly if it's just like them doing something else besides just rapping or singing or whatever it is. It's always made me feel more connected to them. It's like, okay, so I'm not only invested in this person's music, but I'm invested in who they are.
You get to know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're like, oh, this person is a dope person. You know what I'm saying? So like, you may not like all of John Bellion's music, I do, but when you look at who he is and you get to see his personality, you get to see all, how he interacts with people, it makes you say, man, he's just a dope dude. Like I want to follow him just so I know what's going on with his life.
Are you intentional about not saying, hey, go listen to my album?
Yeah, I hate doing that. I hate it.
So in the vlogs, you're intentional about not saying stuff like that?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I might, like, I'll talk about it. Yeah. Like, okay, so we just did this. We just dropped this album. We just dropped a song. We're about, I just have never found that to work with me. I've just never found somebody to say, yo, go listen to this. And I'm like, hey, I should go listen to that. Nah, it just doesn't happen. Not with me, at least. They'll be like,
it's more subtle.
Yeah, if it's like, okay, this is the stuff that we're working on. It's like, okay, so like, what is this exactly?
Now, your technique is very guerrilla. You don't have a laptop.
Nope.
You don't got a computer, iMac. You don't got a camera.
No.
You're literally shooting your entire vlog, editing them right on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Explain that philosophy and not allowing a lack of equipment or lack of resources to slow you down.
I realize that, quality and stuff like that is all important, but I know that a lot of the times people just want to see what's going on. People just want to see what you're doing, And I kind of honestly started to, like, at first I was like, I want to wait until I can get a camera, until I can get a laptop, until I can get Final Cut or whatever it is. But then I would always, like my Instagram stories were kind of like vlogs.
Right.
So then people would be like, yo, save this, like I want to watch this again, or send this to me, or like all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna just screw it. Like, people watch this already, so I'm gonna just put it into a more like a story, surrounded short episode, and then just put it on YouTube so people can watch it however many times.
And how long have you been vlogging consistently? About 6 months or a little less than that?
Yeah, about 6 months.
6 months. And you have 400 subscribers, which isn't like, that's not like, oh, we on, he blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a slow burn, it's a slow grow, but you're creating a base and a buzz completely autonomous of anybody else coming alongside. You know what I mean? Like, giving you their platform, which I think is brilliant. So we're talking about micro storytelling. The other thing is macro storytelling. Sometimes we don't really know or understand the things that are different about us, or the things that other people find interesting about us, and allowing other people to come alongside and tell your story. So for me, in the example, me and Belief just had a really cool conversation. He's like, man, storytelling, he gave me this really cool description of storytelling is like painting. It's like all the different pieces coming together in a painting. And he said, and he was encouraging me, like, hey man, on Indy Jones 3, I think you should go back and talk more about your experience growing up, and talk about being an immigrant and the perspective of being a refugee. And I was like, man, that's cool. And I think for your record and some of the stuff that, as we we were just having a ton of conversations. There were things in your story that you knew about yourself, but maybe you were kind of numb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were able to pull out and show these different things in the trailer we dropped for the Lost Boys album. And you started incorporating the content into your music, right? So like your dad's story, your mom's story, where you grew up, the fact that you come from a good, solid Christian household, the fact, you know what I mean? Like taking these different nuances that we're just so numb to. Like I've told my refugee story. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But people are like, no, like beliefs, like, no, that's it. Like keep saying the same story. And tell me about like your willingness to be humble enough and be flexible to be like, okay, cool, like I'm willing to go and explore things I normally wouldn't rap about, or I wouldn't think showing my parents in a trailer is cool, right? Most people be like, that's not cool, why would you want to enter? But like, you're flexible to tell these stories, and I think it's working really well. And that's the comment we're getting, is like, this is a great story, you know? But it comes from you understanding micro vlogging, but you saying, okay, cool, in a macro sense, I'm gonna let other people help me tell this story.
It's tough to pull yourself out of a comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're working with other people and you allow other people to speak into your life and to, you know, help you with certain stuff, it's gonna pull you out of your comfort zone. And when you're being pulled out of your comfort zone, you're gonna grow, like period, you know?
That's a fact.
You cannot grow comfortably. It doesn't happen, it never has, it never will. Like I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do a video.
The trailer with the trailer.
I didn't want to show my, just because I'm not like a sentimental guy like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like don't touch me. Like, you know, like if you're crying, you know, that's unfortunate. You know, I don't know how to handle stuff like that. So I'm thinking they're gonna cry and I'm gonna be like, this is awkward. Like I just don't know how to handle this, you know. But I was like, I understand that people might, like, you know, people want to see that side of people. People want to see that. So I was like, all right, I'll suck it up and do it.
And it came out good. It came out good. So in the comment section below, where are you at in the storytelling process? I know a lot of us are creatives, musicians, producers, vloggers. Where are you at? Are you micro telling story, even if it's just on Instagram stories? And two, where's your community and people and support system and having people speak into and pull your story out of you? Do you have someone like that? Leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to check out John Keith's YouTube channel, his vlog, all that stuff. We'll put it somewhere. And Lost Boys, February 28th.
February 28th.
Anything you want on this, Got the script and lost to getting, I am not the one I think you. Hey, hold up, anything you want on this dish. Got the script and lost to getting rich. Why you even talking about your wrist? I am not the one I think you miss. What I need go for? I've been taking shots and bleeding purple for the dawn. I've been in the kitchen with the sauce spilling over. I'm that golden child, I got it in my soul. Hold up, I forgot my manners. They call me the one, it's nice to meet you, man. Think a little birdie told me y'all been lost. Lacking management, in need of a boss. It ain't me, that's what I can't be. I open up and let that stain see till he paint me. This kind of rap, it really pains me. They try to shame me when I say I mean my family. That's in the game, see. Take the Christian, not the name, and because they aim it. You think it's black and all your fame, and they think you lame. I wonder if he took those thorns all up in his brain, and just so I can fit the picture and play the game. Yeah, that's why they frame him. Oh, I get it, that's a dead horse. Let me leave it alone. Let me see my course. Let me turn away.